When using myServiceApprentice, you begin to accumulate lots of data. It's very important to be able to manage that data. In this video, I want to show you some simple tips for sorting and searching your data. Now, I have some different screens in myServiceApprentice open in different tabs along the top of my screen. And specifically, I have some of the lists. Here I have work orders. Basically, if you look, as I'm pointing to the different column headings, they're changing color or changing shades. Well, that indicates that clicking on that column is going to perform some sort of action. Specifically, it's going to sort the order of the list. So you'll notice if I click on Customer, it brings the A's to the top of the list, and it's going to list alphabetically. If I click it again, it's going to reverse the order and list alphabetically starting at the end of the alphabet. So list in reverse order. Same thing for site name. It's going to, if I click it, it'll start the beginning of the alphabet and sort to the end. Click it again, it will reverse the order. Same thing with call type and the dates, priorities, and things like that. So sorting can be really useful in certain circumstances. Quite frankly, I've used that a lot. Now, sometimes you want to do more than sort the order of a list, and that's where search can come in handy. And on any of the lists where you see search by, the default is going to be all. So that means it's going to show all the entries for the date range that's showing. But if you want to search by something specific, just click on that down arrow, and that's going to pull down a list. So you can search by any of these parameters. So let's say you want to search for work order number, and maybe you remember there was a 3-5 somewhere in the work order number. You can search for that, and it's going to find any work order that has a 3-5 in it. So I only have one work order that has that's 35, but if there was a 135 or work order 350, it would pull those up as well. So the search can be really useful, and you can search on all these different parameters. Same goes with any of the other lists throughout the system. So this is the assignment list. Click on any of those headings that light up or that change shades, and it's going to search. The first click sorts it in one direction, and then the next click will sort it in the opposite direction. And then same thing for the search. Now the search fields are going to be different for the different lists, but you can search by any of these parameters. And another list, this is just the invoice list. Again, same thing. Click on a column heading, it'll search in one direction. Click again, it'll search in the opposite direction. And then just the last list we'll look at here is the customer list. So we can do the search, or I'm sorry, the sort in one direction, and then search on any of these parameters. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to use our online chat at the myServiceForce Business Center at www.myserviceforce.com, or send us an email at support@myserviceforce.com.